stand by because believe it or not, Joel Denver and Seth Bisla are coming back for an encore. The 8th annual Worldwide Radio Summit will once again be at the glamorous W Hotel, Hollywood, California, May 2nd to the 4th. Listen to what people were saying this past year.
Let's get this thing going.
I think it's really important just for us to keep it simple and to focus on our content.
Content is very important, but if you're interested in sales or marketing, come talk to me.
Overreaction by many broadcasters to the methodology has maybe led to less variety.
When Justin was talking about it, and it kind of has dawned on me that there isn't a day that goes by that I'm not digging into PPM data.
For the last 5 years or so, our strategy has been very straightforward. 3 things: listen, watch, share.
Streaming music services recognize the power of the relationship that radio has with the audience.
I'm here at the Worldwide Radio Summit again, and I'm seeing so many friends. You know, that's one of the most incredible things about being here, especially at the opening night at the Hard Rock Cafe, is you walk in and you see people you haven't seen in years, and it's such a wonderful thing.
How important is a radio announcer's individuality on personal social media sites?
Google just released that app that's helping you park. We know that they're really not helping you park. They're collecting your information and they're trying to figure out exactly where you're going and what you're doing so that they can advertise to you.
This is my first time at the Worldwide Radio Conference, coming right off the Academy Awards, but I had to make sure that this conference was in the book and that I would show up.
The listeners are going away during a commercial break and eventually come back after. We saw that it was not true at all, actually.
How many of you have never, and I mean never, used their phone when being on the toilet? No? You disgust me. All of you.
Alexa is happening, and we're going to actually have some great fresh data on what's going on. But millennials are a big part of this research study, and in fact, they are the group that is least likely to have a working radio at home.
Radio is not as prevalent in the home as it used to be, especially generationally.
This is my first time, and it's so amazing. It's everybody who's anybody is here. It's amazing. I want to ask for autographs, but I don't want to be a stalker. So
We brought in a couple of local celebrities to also be the production studio for their podcast, to be their platform for their podcast, and also to be the sales arm for the podcast.
Most of you guys may know India is the world's fastest growing economy, the #1 English language speaking country in the world, also the largest population of millennials worldwide. So the fact that the BBC has future casted what's going to happen in India is pretty remarkable.
From the moment I got off the plane this afternoon, it was one person after another, and everyone's just pumped to be here.
So as radio talks about not being married to the frequency, not being married to the transmitters, we've got to walk as we talk. They're listening. People listen. All we are about is the ear.
Well, I came back to the Worldwide Radio Summit because of all of the panels, the information. You got to stay up on your game.
I don't know anybody in this room that got into this because they love data.
Fear of failure, fear of risk, and fear of change are all the things that are holding us back.
As an air talent, it's if you really are embracing it, you really don't care about connecting with listeners. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It's like saying I didn't do my show on Thursday. I was too busy.
It's so fantastic for the industry to get together and everybody to see each other and bond and learn. I'm so thankful to Joel Denver and All Access.
Well, if I'm listening to a talent and they say something that everybody else is saying, but they say it totally different, that nails me. And they take me somewhere I didn't think they were going to go. I love that.
What are those risks that you've taken that failed? And are you happy about that? And what did you learn from that?
I'm looking forward to meeting some customers from all over the world. So we're looking to see some old friends, meet new faces.
Because we've told radio and our talent and the PDs to be everywhere every single day,
We're now spreading mediocrity all over the place.
Back in the 80s when I was growing up listening to Rick Dees and Jay Thomas from LA and watching Art Volo's videos, by the way, I might add.
Oh my God. So they translate overseas.
Yeah, they do.
If you've got somebody that's 25-year-old that lives on Snapchat, put them in charge of Snapchat. They live it, they speak it, they understand how to do it.
The fact that we're live, the fact that we're local, all of that stuff, if we focus on that, then social media will continue making radio great again.
Our partners, Sat Bisla and A&R Worldwide, they're terrific partners, and we do this, and so many wonderful radio people come up, and music people, and social and digital people, and GMs and programmers, and this is we like the wide spectrum of mix of people here that come here that contribute to make radio strong.
Well, what brought you back now?
What brought me back was what I learned last year. I literally went back to my market, implemented a lot of things I learned on the panels, and that's what got me back here.
If we're going to get a large amount of our market, we have to play the biggest songs. We don't have the luxury of being global like that.
You feel that you have something and you have a touch with something. That's the thing that makes radio special. So it's the curation in addition with that one-on-one touch that you're getting.
Oh, I'm back because last year was so awesome, It was so good last year that I had to come back and see what's happening this year.
I've been to 7 of these, and the reason why I come every year is to see all my friends in the record and radio business. It's really great.
You have the profound privilege of changing someone's life, and we should never, really ever take that for granted.
You'd be surprised how television is desperately, on a daily basis, looking for great content, and they just don't think of us. Make friends at the TV station.
So I've been very careful. I went through a very ugly divorce, but you wouldn't have known it on the radio, but it was really bad. And so I tell the truth, I just don't tell everything.
I think it's great because you can meet the great persons in the radio community. You can meet the programmers, you can meet the directors, you can meet the owners of radio stations, which is very good. And you can promote your music. It's awesome.
Hopefully we will see you next year. Thank you. The 8th Annual Worldwide Radio Summit at the W Hotel, May 2nd through 4th, 2018. Mark your calendar. Budget for it. Let nothing get in the way because number 8 is gonna be great.